Dear students, today we are going to derive critical constants from van der Waals constants. So last class we derived van der Waals equation P plus A n square divided by V square V minus NB is equal to RT. So this is van der Waals equation. This is obtained from ideal gas equation. Van der Waals equation is the equation of state of real gas. This is real gas equation. For that we did correction in pressure as well as volume. So from ideal gas equation, after correcting volume as well as pressure, we have finally derived van der Waals equation. So in this equation we have constants A and B are the constants. We call the constants as van der Waals constants. Then critical constants were studied yesterday. They are VC, TC and PC. Critical volume, critical temperature and critical pressure. So these critical constants can be obtained from the van der Waals constants. So this is an important question. So we are going to derive critical constants from van der Waals constants. This is the real gas equation, van der Waals real gas equation for n mole of gaseous molecules. How much mole of gases are considered? N mole. So that here we use n as well as in volume correction also we have used n. So this is the van der Waals equation for n mole of gaseous molecules for 1 mole. For 1 mole of gaseous molecules, we rearrange the equation P plus A by V square. So this will become 1. Number of moles 1. V minus n value 1. So V minus B is equal to RT. So we take this as equation number 1. So our aim is to derive critical constants from the van der Waals constants. Okay, you just multiply these two. P into V, then this will be multiplied by P, so minus BP, then A by V square is multiplied by V, so plus A by V square into V minus A by V square into B. Right hand side we have RT, this comes into the left hand side. So minus RT is equal to 0. Okay. PV minus BP plus A by V minus AB by V square minus RT is equal to 0. You consider this as equation 2. Now the second equation is multiplied by V squared by P. So this is full of mathematical derivation. The second equation is multiplied by V squared by P. So PV is multiplied by V squared by P minus BP into V squared by P plus A by V into V squared by P minus AB by V square into V square by P minus RT into V square by P is equal to 0. So pressure will be cancelled, V cube minus, here also pressure will be cancelled, minus BV square. So volume will be cancelled plus AV by P minus V square will be cancelled. AB by P minus RT V square by P is equal to 0. So this can be rearranged in the order of powers V cube, V square, V and constant. In this order we rearrange this algebraic equation. V cube minus BV square minus RT V square by P plus AV by P minus AB by P is equal to 0. So V square is a common factor. So V cube minus V square. So here B plus RT by P remaining as such, AB by P minus AB by P is equal to 0. We take this as equation number 3. So this is a cubic equation, right? So this is cubic equation. When we solve this, we will get how much solutions? 3 solutions will be there. So 3 solutions of volume V will be equal to critical volume, right? So at critical points, 3 solutions of volume V will be equal to critical volume. Okay. So this is a cubic equation. When we solve it, we will get, when we solve, 3 solutions will be there, and the 3 solutions of volume V at critical point will be equal to critical volume. So V is equal to VC. So this VC is coming into the left hand side. So V minus VC is equal to 0. If you take square or cube, the value will be 0. So we take cube. So V minus VC whole cube is equal to 0. Just expand this V minus VC whole cube. So A minus B whole cube formula. So A cube minus 3A square B plus 3AB square minus B cube. Just apply this for. So apply for formula for this factor also. V cube minus 3V square VC A cube minus 3A square B plus 3AB square. So 3 VC square minus B cube. So instead of B here VC present. So VC cube is equal to 0. So consider this as equation number 4. So both are cubic equations. So equation 3 and 4 can be compared. So we can take coefficients. Okay. So we can relate the coefficients. So here coefficients similar 1 1. You take V square. Okay. So when you take V square, minus 3VC is equal to minus B plus RT by P. Okay. So both sides, when we multiply by minus 1, we will get this one. Since volume is changed as a critical volume, other factors will also be changed into critical points. For example, temperature will be changed as critical temperature. Pressure will also be changed as critical pressure. Okay. So we take this as equation 5. So we relate equation 3 and 4. So 3VC is equal to B plus RTC by PC. Next, take coefficients of V. 3VC square is equal to A by P. Consider this as equation number 6. Then remaining this one, VC cube is equal to AB by P. So all these factors will be changed into critical points. So critical pressure, take this as equation number 7. Okay. So from equation 3 and 4, by correlating the coefficients, we have obtained equations 5, 6 and 7. Just divide equation 7 by 6. When this is divided by 6th equation, 3vc square, and this will be right. So A will be cancelled, critical pressure will be cancelled, Vc will be cancelled. So remaining V by 3 is equal to B. So Vc by 3 is equal to B. So this can be written as Vc is equal to 3B. So critical volume is derived. Okay. By correlating third and fourth equations, we have obtained equations 5, 6 and 7. Seventh equation is divided by 6th one, from which we have derived what is the critical volume. Critical volume is nothing but 3B. Van der Waals constant is multiplied by the number 3, we will get critical volume. You just substitute this value in equation number 6. Okay. So take equation 6. Vc value 3b. So 3b square is equal to A by Pc. So 3 into 9b square is equal to A by Pc. So this is 27b square is equal to A by Pc, which is nothing but what? Critical pressure Pc is equal to A by 27b square. So already we have derived critical volume as 3b and the critical pressure is A by 27b square. Next, we have to calculate Tc. Okay. Okay. Apply both these values in this equation number 5. 3 into Vc 3b is equal to B plus RTc divided by Pc. Pc value A by 27b square. So A 27b square. So this will be 9b is equal to B plus RTc 27b square divided by A. So when this B is coming into the left hand side, 9b minus B. So this is nothing but 8b. Okay. So 8b is equal to RTc 27b square by A. We need what? Critical temperature. Already critical volume and critical pressure is calculated. We need what is critical temperature. So the remaining factors will be moved into the left hand side. So you take Tc is equal to, already 8b is there. So A comes to the left hand side, 8ab divided by 27 RB square. And B will be cancelled. So remaining Tc is equal to 8A divided by RB. So from Van der Waals equation, we have obtained the formula for critical volume, critical temperature and critical pressure. So critical constants are derived from Van der Waals constants. So if we know Van der Waals constants A and B, we can easily calculate critical constants. So here we need critical constant B value. So here we need both A and B values. So here also both A and B values are known. We can calculate critical constants like critical volume, critical pressure and critical temperature, and this is vice versa also. When you know the critical points, van der Waals constants, critical constants are known. Van der Waals constants A and B can also be calculated. How will you get B? When critical volume is divided by 3, we will get B. The same way, from critical constants, van der Waals constants can be calculated. From van der Waals constants, critical constants can be obtained. So this is an important question. The last topic in the lesson is liquefaction of gases. So this is the process of converting a gaseous molecule into liquid molecule. So the liquefaction is an important one. For example, when we take LPG, so in domestic purpose we use LPG. In the cylinder, the liquefied petroleum gas LPG is not stored in the form of a gas already in the cylinder, which is present in the form of liquid. So we have to liquefy that. Okay. So when it comes out, it becomes LPG gas, right? Like that, in industry, we need most of the gaseous molecules in liquid state. So we have to cool that, we have to liquefy. So liquefaction process of a gas molecule is very important in industry. So in LPGs, rocket fuels, we follow liquefaction method. So different liquefaction methods are there. For this, the basic effect is Joule-Thomson effect. When a gaseous molecule will be converted into liquid, when the gaseous molecule is cooled, it is condensed, it becomes liquid. So Joule-Thomson effect is dealing with the liquefaction process. How a gaseous molecule is cooled into a liquid. Okay, so this is called the Joule-Thomson effect. It says when a gaseous molecule is moving from higher pressure region into lower pressure region, the temperature will be reduced. Okay, so when we allow a gas expands from a higher pressure region to lower pressure region, the temperature will be reduced. So cooling will be enhanced. So gaseous molecule will become liquid molecules. So this is called the Joule-Thomson effect. For all the gaseous molecules, Joule-Thomson effect is possible. For that, what we have to do? When it is expanding adiabatically from higher pressure region to lower pressure region, temperature will be reduced. So gaseous molecule can be converted into liquid. So the process is called the liquefaction process. This is Joule-Thomson effect. Next one is inversion temperature. So the symbol for inversion temperature is I or Ti. Okay. So inversion temperature means below a particular temperature, Joule-Thomson effect will be possible. You have a gaseous molecule. You should convert a gaseous molecule into liquid. So temperature should be reduced. So when the gaseous molecule undergoes Joule-Thomson effect, it becomes a liquid easily. Right? So to undergo Joule-Thomson effect, a temperature should be less than inversion temperature. So above this inversion temperature, Joule-Thomson effect will not be observed. Right? So expansion will takes place in a random manner. So inversion temperature is a temperature below which a gas obeys Joule-Thomson effect. So inversion temperature formula 2A divided by RB. We consider gases like oxygen, noble gases like neon, helium, or diatomic gaseous molecule like nitrogen. So these are the gaseous molecule, they are having very low critical temperature so that Joule-Thomson effect can be easily applied. So these gaseous molecules can be liquefied easily because of low critical temperature, so that cooling will be taking place effectively. Then what are the methods? What are the liquefaction methods available? First one, Linde's method. The scientist name Linde's method. So here we follow Joule-Thomson effect. when a gas is expanding adiabatically from higher pressure region to lower pressure region, temperature will be reduced, so cooling will be enhanced, more cooling will be there, so gas will become liquid. So this is Linde's method. Next, what is the principle in Claude's process? This is also scientist's name, Claude's process. So here two processes will take place. One is Joule-Thomson effect, another one is conversion of a gas into mechanical work. So gas is allowed to do a mechanical work, right? For example, steam. So when steam is passed, it can be converted into mechanical work. So when it is allowed to pass through a turpentine, so mechanical work will be possible, so that when gas is allowed to do mechanical work, gaseous molecule will be converted into liquid molecule. So two processes will be there. Okay. So gas is utilized to make a mechanical work, and the Joule-Thomson effect. Because of these two processes, gaseous molecule will be liquefied. Third one is adiabatic process. So this is an important one. In adiabatic process, by removing the magnetic property, very low temperature is created. You take gadolinium sulfate. So the magnetic property of the material, already it is a magnetic material, and whose magnetic property is removed. Because of this removal of magnetic property, very low temperature is created. For example, for gadolinium sulfate, 10 power minus 4 Kelvin temperature is created. Since the temperature is below 0 Kelvin, easily gaseous molecule will be liquefied into liquid molecules. So these are all liquefaction of gases. So with this, we complete lesson number 6, gaseous state. Okay, thank you.